Watch out. You see it?
Wow. Whoa! Wardrobe malfunction.
So. Oh wow, that was loud.
Wow.
You could turn this down. Not the standard rugged install, so you might want to stick around and check this out. It's not.
Woo, okay, let's check something. Just disregard the mess in here. Don't look at it. I think we have something waiting for us in the mail. I'm gonna check. Shh. Let's check it out. Oh, feels large-ish. Something larger than your average envelope. Hang on. Oh. Oh. Can you see me? Probably not. Hang on. I could have unlocked this, but it's no fun that way. Who is this from? Hang on, I'm going to show you, but I got to block some stuff off of it because I don't, you know, privacy. Hang on. Who's that? Oh my goodness. Our friends at Rugged. Thank you guys. I think I know what's in here. So I'm pretty excited to check it out. I'll let you guys know soon. We're going to make a video about it. So you'll find out then.
This is the budget way to do it off a handheld radio with 2 push-to-talk buttons with 2 helmets.
Yeah, so you have the full system. It works exactly the same as like what we're using, what we had with our PCI, what we now have with our Rugged. It works exactly the same. The difference is you don't have quite as much transmit, so you can't transmit as far.
Nice!
How awesome it is.
Okay, so we're pulling Jeff's car in. We're gonna work on it like we talked about. This is his car. Oh, it looks pretty good. Check it out. Let's go check it out. What do we got here? What do we have here?
We have a turbo 16 Razor. We're gonna put a Rugged radio in it right now.
You heard it. And it's looking pretty clean. Look at this thing.
Yeah, it's been this clean in 2 years.
Looks pretty good.
I pressure washed the heck out of it last night.
Turbo Razor. Oh, look at that. That's a pretty cool Pro Armor bag he's got right there. Okay, so as I was saying before I got so rudely cut off by this awesome GoPro, it's actually because I'm running. It's the first time I've tried to use the generic or the knockoff batteries.
Right.
Yeah, they don't work very well. Don't use knockoff batteries in your GoPro. It randomly shuts off. They don't like them. I have the real ones on charge. Anyway, and we're proponents, as Brandy always says, of budget items, but don't use the Chinese knockoff batteries in your GoPro. You'll get mad.
Budget items that work.
Budget items that work.
We're proponents of budget items that work just as good as name brand. Chinese batteries and GoPro, no worky.
Yeah, we haven't had good luck with them. Anyway, so we're in the garage. We've been to Summer in the Sierras. We've been to Pismo. We've been to Sandsport Super Show. We're back in the garage. We're going to work on a Razor and a Can-Am and Rugged. Not the standard Rugged install, so you might want to stick around and check this out. It's not just we're throwing a radio in. It's something different. And a little bit of Rugged in our car. We already have Rugged radio, but we're adding something, and we'll show you what that is. Here's what's going in this car. Right here. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Look at this. That's pretty slick. That's cool. So it's different. Here's the antenna. So this is... that is a nice little antenna. So that apparently is specific for the handheld. This little antenna. That is way cool.
Screws right in the jack.
Yeah, it does. That's what she said. So this looks like it's specific, or it is specific for the handheld. Pacific. It's Pacific for the handheld. Boom. We'll show you the difference. We have a. It's not a Rugged, but their antennas are they're really the same thing. So here's our PCI, our old PCI that we don't use anymore because we use Rugged now. Just saying. Watch out. You see it?
Wow. Whoa! Wardrobe malfunction.
So yeah.
Wardrobe malfunction.
That scared me a little bit, but I just sat here.
It's a good thing
totally calm.
Good thing it's light. So anyway, this guy right here is what you would have, you know.
You gotta play that in slow motion. Oh man. how
But
great.
this guy right
Fall.
here, this is pretty cool. That is an awesome little antenna. I can't wait to try this out. This is too cool. We'll be back.
Didn't even miss a
Okay, so like I said, we're in the garage. We have Jeff, and we're going to put some rugged. This is different. This is not a standard rugged install, so stick around and check it out. But real quick, he wants to talk about these seats. Check this out.
These are the Burt's Mega Mall, their own seats. Best investment ever for your hind end. They make you feel way better. If anybody has a Razor, they know the annoying seats are in the car from the factory.
Yeah,
This right here is a major upgrade for the money. $400 at the sand show, out the door. Best investment ever.
Yeah, so we just had this conversation. So I think Brandy and I have expressed this many times how we feel about, we put 3,000 miles on a Razor, no issues. I mean, that car was flawless. We took out the primary clutch, but I think part of that was really our fault. That is a weak point on the Razor, we know that. I'd say primary clutch, seats suck. The seats are horrible. Can-Am, steering, an issue. Seats way better. Not perfect, they're not suspension, but anyway, Razor seats, that would be, if I bought a Razor today, I'd definitely put
The only thing with these seats is, when you do this, you lose the seat adjusters, but you also gain an inch of headroom because you're losing the adjusters because they mount solid.
Okay, so there are multiple options though, because we had PRP seats and we kept our adjusters.
These
so there's a couple different
from Burt's
versions.
do not have the adjusters.
Okay, there you go. So our adjusters actually came off of our stock seats. I don't know if you could do that on these, but still, again, we didn't gain the headroom. He has an aftermarket cage. What cage do you have on this guy?
This is a CageWorks.
Oh yeah.
This is the what is it called?
Well, I don't know. It's your car.
I don't remember exactly what
Anyway.
it's actually called. There's an
Cage.
actual name for this cage.
Yeah, it's a specific model. It's a good-looking cage. Good-looking car. Jeff likes to crash a little bit. We don't talk about that.
Yeah, don't worry about that part.
We got some new parts coming down here. Control arm, whatnot. But again, today we're doing radio.
We're doing radio today.
We're doing radio. He needs. Okay, so right now what we're trying to decide is where we want to put this. He's got an intercom. Which intercom is this? It's the.
This is the RRP 360
Okay.
intercom. I think I'm going to mount it down here so it's out of the weather.
There you go.
We'll rotate these mounts up. We'll mount it right down here. Then we can drill a small hole right here and run it straight through to the bulkhead where we have the junction block.
Yep. So we can
For
wire
the
it
power.
up. Yep.
And then we can run all the other wires straight down.
I like it. So, there's I don't know what all the deals are. I know that Rugged has different models. So if you're trying to do a budget setup, I'm sure you could either come across used or a less expensive intercom than the latest and greatest whatever that Rugged has.
This right here was super cheap because my buddy Derek ran across a guy in Save Mart in Dublin, and he didn't know what this was, and he pulled it out of a road race car, and he came across his Best in the Desert shirt that had Rugged radios across the back of it, and goes, "Hey, I have one of those. Do you have any use for it?" And he goes, "Well, my buddy does." So met up with him the next day and gave it to him, and now it's here in my car.
There you go. So you might not be able to hook that deal up. That's a really good deal. But you might be able to find one of these. I don't know if they sell them still new, used, whatever.
They still sell them new.
They still sell them new? Do you know how much they are?
Don't quote me, but I want to say they're $229.
Okay, that's not bad because the other ones are way more expensive. So we have all this stuff. That's an intercom. We have all this stuff, and we'll show you what we're gonna do. I don't know if he has a plan for like mounting this guy yet, but if not, we have. We're gonna take a look at what Andy did, if he doesn't have an idea. But we're gonna hook all this stuff up. So here we go. Let's get to it. Okay, Jeff is over here prepping. This is rare for me because I'm more videoing him on this process than I am doing it myself. But wait, let's don't let him do this.
Those are both
We
connected.
gotta stop.
Those are wrong.
So we're gonna stop him right now. We're gonna get some heat shrink and some solder.
Yeah, let's
Don't-
do that.
don't let 'em do
Let's-
this.
No butt connectors. That's all bad.
It's all bad.
That's
All right.
corrosion in the Pismo
Yeah,
desert.
no bueno. We ride where there's salt, so we don't want to do that. We'll be.
we can mount it underneath the dash and we can run it through.
Yep.
And we still have extra.
Where'd it go? Good to go.
Good to go.
Let's go. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's gonna be perfect.
I'm saying right down here so it's out of the weather. So
Yep.
it's underneath everything.
Yeah,
Then we
I
run
agree.
the wires straight up through the firewall.
Let's go grab. We're gonna grab a couple things. We need a work light. This guy right here, so we can see what's going on under here. Put that right here. If we can just find a place to mount it to. Plastic Polaris.
Plastic Polaris.
Nothing but plastic everywhere. There we go. Yeah, now we can see. All right, self-tapping screws right here. In the self-tapping screw area, we got a whole bunch of just a mess of all kinds of stuff right here. But I think these would be good. And I know I'm gonna get hate. I'm gonna get hate for this. People like to hate. People like to hate. That's all
They
right.
definitely want to hate.
We got these guys.
Question.
We need a driver. I'm gonna get that for you right now. What do we got? What do we got? We'll be right back. Okay, we're gonna Milwaukee it. Milwaukee. Hopefully this water cooler is not making too much noise, but it's still a little bit warm. It's not terribly warm, but just enough that we want some cool air blowing on us.
All the way down here.
Is that the right spot?
Yep.
Done. Bam. All right. So that guy's nice and
Kind of
light.
straight.
Is it? Oh, we can straighten it out. I told you to tell me when it was straight. You never told me. We'll be right. What's going on over here? What do we have here? We have a visitor.
Dandi Offroad has a visitor.
What's going on out here?
How's it going?
How's it going?
Not bad.
Come on in. You like my giant chair? Okay, so we made some minor adjustments here. It looks a little more straight. There it is. I know this is probably hard to see. Well, maybe it's not. It's hard for me to tell on this little GoPro screen, but that's where it's at. Mounted right there. Uh-oh. Our LED's dead. Let's go put it on charge.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so hopefully we're actually recording this time. Here's what we got. We ran the power leads from the intercom through the firewall right here. So we're not putting a big radio in this thing right now, so we won't have to wire that up at this time. Maybe later if he gets one, whatever happens. But right now we got the power leads right here through the firewall. Hopefully you can see that. They're gonna come up here to this fuse block. Right here he has the
These are the ones for the
helmet
headsets.
kits?
Go to the helmets.
Yep. These are your for your microphone and your speakers that go in your helmet. These connect to the intercom. So what we're gonna do is they're already zip tied together. I bet he did that. He must have done that.
This was pre-installed in another car, and it got taken out because the guy didn't know what it was. And we got it a good deal, so now we're gonna put it in
There
this
we go.
car.
So yeah, they're already zipped together. They're nice and long, plenty of long for what we need to do. So what we need to do, here's the bad news. We need to pull a seat or two out, and we need to pull a bunch of push pins because we're gonna want to drop down into this guy.
I'm
Inside
gonna run
here.
it right down the side, and I'm gonna zip it straight to the side and right up in between the seats. I'm not pulling it center console because it is a pain in the rear.
I can't even talk to him right now.
I can't even talk to him right now.
Okay, well, you know, it's his car, so maybe it's not Dandi approved. I don't know. I'm just saying. As long as it
Oh, do
works,
we have to
we're
wait
good.
for Dandi to get here to see if this is actually legit or not?
Well, no. That's Brandy. The whole thing is Dandi.
Oh, correct. Sorry, my bad. I just refer to her in her presence.
Oh, yeah, okay. No. Well, so no, Dandi approved. See Dandi's garage? See, right there?
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Anyway, he can wire it any way he wants. We're good with that. As long as it works when we're done, we're happy. So here we go.
I already have one pin out.
I'm not afraid. We'll pull this console out
Okay, let's
like there's
pull
no
this shit
tomorrow.
apart. We're gonna do it. Let's do it.
Thank God.
Thank God.
All right, we better get to work. I'll be right back. We're gonna put this on a tripod because we're gonna have to get serious right now. You're not gonna hurt him with that one. Okay, what's going on in here?
What?
I told you we shouldn't do this.
What?
Why are you taking the whole center console
Holy
out?
moly!
This is like
This
a bunch
was
of
your
work.
idea.
What's all this dirt?
This right here is Jawbone, Tamarack, Sierra Summit. Summer in the Sierras, by the way.
Yeah.
It was an epic time.
Yeah, it was really dusty. So
It
I'm
was
sure a lot of this.
super dusty.
I'm sure there's a layer of this that's from that. There's a lot of layers here.
There's a lot in my front yard too.
I bet. All right, so what we're doing is we're going to pull this center console out so that we can run these wires properly through the center console, up the back, down the seat belts, so that they're always right there where you need them, where you need them, where you need them, when you need them, where they should be when you need them.
Should be.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing now.
And we need a.
We got to pull like 37 billion push pins. We need a Torx.
Yep.
What size?
Right here. I want to say it's a 40.
30.
Oh, or a standard
Or a
screwdriver.
flat- oh, look at that.
this, guys.
Flat blade.
Epic cheater.
Yeah. We're gonna yank that out with a flat blade screwdriver. We don't care. The proper tool is the tool that works
Is in your hand.
properly when you're using it.
Let's see if it works on this side. Yes, it does.
All right. So what we have here, this will go to the radio itself. In the back, we have all the connections for the headsets that we're going to connect right now. Then we'll have the push-to-talks that will run through various different locations throughout here. We had ours wrapped around this guy. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So I'll come back in a minute with some more of that. Okay, so center console's all loose. We're pulling it out right now. Nice.
That we can route this stuff properly.
Yep, we'll run these cables like they should be.
We're going
Alright.
to tie them right next to the coolant lines, correct?
Absolutely. No, not right next to them. We're going to tie them to.
We're going to tie them to it. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Well, that way, you heat them up. That way they work better. Stuff when it's cold doesn't like to work that well. So let's see. So these guys, what they do is they plug into the back of the intercom. We have covered that multiple times in different videos that we have done. And then we'll run these guys, probably follow along maybe some of this wiring, then split off over here along this wiring like that, then split off over here up through the back panel. Boom.
Right along here, and then we'll go right up the back. We'll pull this out. We'll put a Dell clamp right here and run it straight up, and we'll run it next to the seat belts.
Oh, gotta go up through here. We'll come back. This guy's ridiculous. We'll come back. Okay, so we have the headset cables ran through here. So they go along, see, they come along, wiring right here, they come up, they stick through here, they're gonna go along the seatbelt down. We have a little extra here, we'll pull out the slack and deal with that later. Now we're gonna run the headset. I'm sorry, the push-to-talks.
Push to talk buttons.
Should be, do they both have coilies?
Yes, they do. They're both the same.
So they gave you two drivers. Okay. So we got push to top.
Actually, let's double check that.
Usually there's one coily, one not.
I have the other one right on the dash.
Two coilies. Okay. All right, we're gonna run these push to tops and we'll be back. These guys. What do they look like? They look like that. We'll be back. Okay, so we're getting this thing mounted up. We actually did a little test. We'll do it again. But we have the handheld hooked up to the antenna. This is cool. This is a cool little antenna. It's magnetic. Unfortunately, well, fortunately for Hefe, his roof is aluminum, so it doesn't weigh a ton. But unfortunately for this antenna, it doesn't stick on there. It sticks pretty good, but it's not going to stick on there. So that's another deal. In the meantime, Jeff's over here wiring up with some butt connectors. Crimp connectors instead of solder, but we won't worry about that. And he's getting the intercom connected, so we're gonna test. He doesn't have his helmets wired up yet, so we're gonna use this helmet, my dirty, dusty, nasty helmet, and we're gonna see how this thing works. We'll show you in a minute. What do you think?
I think it's gonna work. I have confidence.
Confidence? So, but this is a good idea. So you want a budget setup, you have inexpensive intercom for him, really super inexpensive. But I think they still sell this model or something similar to it that doesn't cost.
360? Yep.
Yeah.
RP 360.
They still sell it?
Yep.
You actually know what the price is? He asked me that earlier, and I wanted to say.
I want to say about $300.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I thought
Okay.
it was $299.
So $300 for intercom, and I don't know however much you can get these. I know you can get these handhelds on sale super cheap.
2 for $99, Sancho.
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 Or if you sign up on Rugged's site, you get their email, and so you catch them on sale. You can pick up a good deal. You could probably get a good deal on one of these. You can definitely get a good deal on one of these. You buy all the cables. If somebody really wants, if you send us a message, we'll see if we can put together like a little package that includes everything, kind of a price thing. We'll hit up Greg. We'll hit up somebody at
You
Rugged.
can conceivably have car-to-car and in-car, person-to-person communications.
And it also has
$600 or less.
Yeah,
And it
probably.
also has a jack to where you can plug in your phone, where you can listen to music and stream it helmet to helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right here. Right there. So yeah, pretty cool. For probably, like Dean said, probably $600 or less, you could have complete car-to-car, intercom, person-to-person in the car. That's really good. And from what I've heard, with this external antenna,
We have power.
it
We
reaches.
have power.
So
Look at that.
When you key up the radio, that light should turn red, I think.
Uh-oh.
Radio on. The radio on.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
So we're doing a
push
little
to talk,
testing.
both work.
Look at that. Push to talk. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right.
You have on the right hole.
All right. So we're gonna connect this. We have this radio. This is here. We'll be right back. I'm gonna show you this. We'll be right back. Okay, so we have this. We have our PCI that we're getting ready to. We're getting ready
PCI
to.
home base.
Yeah, and we're gonna make a home base in the car. It's gonna be mobile, so we can use it in the truck, and then we can throw it in the trailer for a home base kind of thing. But right now we're testing. We're using it to test. We need a helmet. We gotta plug in a helmet. Here.
Let's try this chingazo.
Oh, wow. Apparently I have a big head.
Yeah, that's a big dome.
That's a big, because that helmet's actually a little bit tight on me. That's weird.
Hello?
There's your radio on.
Oh, wow, that was loud.
Wow.
You could turn this down. That hurt my ears over here.
God, that scared the heck out of me.
I hurt my ears over here. That was did you hear that? That was through the speakers.
By the way, folks, do not do that at home. Just saying. Can you hear me now?
Put that mic up by your mouth. I might just pretty much be touching your mouth.
Hello?
I lick it sometimes.
Valid radio.
That was the helmet, right?
Hello?
Okay, so you're receiving. Test. That's loud.
That was there?
Yeah, that was really there.
So you can turn both of them down about halfway.
Oh, no, you got the driver one on, you got to key over there. Which one are you keying up?
Oh no, he's got the passenger one on.
You got the passenger one on?
Okay, so
Or does he?
where's the volume control? Because this is like
Right here. So
Like, I feel like I'm staying in front of the amp rack at fucking Bandcamp.
So on the radio itself will control what comes from the other radios. On the intercom will control car to car. But it will also control how loud it is overall.
Okay, so
Got a copy?
you barely have to turn it up because that was like really sketchy loud.
So put that mic up there until it's pretty much almost touching your mouth. That's where you got to run it. Try it again.
So now it's way clear.
Oh yeah.
A lot louder.
Do it again.
Check.
Boom. There it is. So probably less than $600, somewhere in that range. Catch Okay, so we're pretty much done. I think we already did a test of, we tested out the radio. It worked. We mounted the antenna, the external antenna up here. Pretty cool, huh? That is such a cool little antenna. I wish our antennas looked like that. Anyway, this guy's mounted here. Wire goes down here. It goes back behind all the magic, where all the magic hides. It runs along under the console, comes right up into here, and I'll show you this. Intercom's under here. The radio actually is kind of just stuffed back in here right now, in a koozie back in there, and it's wired up to the intercom and to the external antenna with the cable that goes through the back of the box here, and everything's buttoned up. Close that up. We got push to talk, push to talk.
And
We
then
got
there's
cable.
these things over here that are a total pain in the ass. These things are garbage.
So we got this guy right here for the headsets, and we better go help him. We'll be back. Anyway, okay. So we got this thing all buttoned up. Everything's back together. We got the seats in. We've tested the radios. This is gonna get probably shorten this up a little bit. Just like zip tie that there somewhere, something like that, kind of like we do, so that we always have our cord to connect our helmets when we're ready to go. What do you think?
Can't wait to go try it. It's gonna work out bitching.
I think it's pretty cool. Push to
Everything
talk.
in, both push to talk.
The same
Intercom
time.
underneath.
I think we're good. I like
Plug in
this.
the phone. Listen to the radio.
Oh yeah,
Do
that's
whatever.
right. Little intercom.
The
right
intercom down here.
there. Yep. It's really noisy. Anyway, the intercom has a spot to plug in a phone, music, whatever. I'm still stuck on this little antenna. I really like it. Such a cool little antenna.
It's pretty neat.
I like it a lot.
Especially it plugs into a handheld.
Yeah. I mean, we gotta have big giant chrome ones. I don't know why that is. Why is that? Why do we have big giant chrome ones? We need the blacked out. We need blackout series antennas. They just came out. Rugged just came out with blackout series radios.
We're gonna have to buy some.
And they came out. So they came out with the blackout series radios and air pumpers, and
Antenna?
they need a blackout antenna. Okay, so we finished up Hefe's car.
We did. We finished this car.
So he had some of the parts already, like he kind of
The intercom.
acquired the intercom to a friend, handheld he had or whatever, and then he bought a bunch of cables. So, but the bottom line is, if you wanted to do, but it worked. We tested it. It works great. So he has helmet kits. So he's able to just push a button, push to talk.
Yes, push to talk.
So he has push to talk on the passenger and the driver's side, driver and the passenger side. He has helmet kits in his helmets. He's putting them in. We used our helmets to test. All wired up. An external antenna for his handheld. So that means you can broadcast out and pick up longer distances. Dean actually said he's used that before and said pretty much work like the expensive radio install. So if you want to do something on a budget, it's a good way to go.
Hashtag no excuses, because I really strongly believe that everybody who's out there riding should have communications.
Yeah.
If not just for yourself, for safety, for the people that you're riding with, so they don't have to worry about you. So now you can do it on a budget.
I would say if you watch, Rugged has sales all the time. If you watch go to their site, sign up for, to be on their email list.
We'll put a link.
List,
yeah, we'll put a link.
You could probably pick up all this stuff for, I would say, in the range of 600 less.
Or less. And you'd be lucky to work with such a great group of people. Rugged
Yeah.
Radios. Those dudes are just legit. Thank you, Greg, Steve, Lance, everybody. You guys are awesome.
All right, thank you.
wait.
So real quick, we want to mention something. If you watch the videos, please subscribe. And here's why. Going forward, it helps us fund some of the projects that we have coming up. And if you're curious about how that works, you can message us or something. Some people don't understand how the YouTube thing works, but
It's complicated. That's why. I mean,
but it will help us if you subscribe. It helps if you like. If you like the video and you click like, it helps us. If you click notify, it helps us. If you dislike, that's
and leave
it's
us
up
a
to you.
comment, because we love it. Just because we love it, and
We
it
do.
does help. But
Yeah, that part we dislike.
but we just like it.
But anyway, we have a lot of people have hit us up. Hey, when are you going to come to UTV takeover in Oregon? When are you going to come to, Salt Lake? When are you going to come to all these
Idaho. Yeah,
locations?
we want
and
to.
we really want to. But you have to understand, every time that truck rolls out of the driveway, off the street, out of town with this car in it, the first stop is $300, and
And
then
it just
and it goes
snowballs,
from there.
yeah.
So we're just working people, and we are not asking you for anything. We're just asking you that you subscribe,
Yeah.
so that we can grow this, so that in the near future we can visit those locations and share that with you.
Because we love doing this. This is not a complaint either. Like, we're lucky to be doing this. We're just, I think we need to put it out there that, because I didn't know this until we started doing it, but subscribing to the channels that you watch, leaving comments, leaving the thumbs up, sharing the videos out, that does help us to grow. And like he said, if you want to know more about it, leave a message. It's complicated. I barely, and whatever. But thank you guys. We've been able to meet a lot of you, and we love you guys. Like, it's awesome. It's so awesome.
Yeah, with the Sand Sports Super Show was amazing. We met so
I'm
many
still
people. We had so
mind-blown.
many people come up to us and talk to us. So anyway, we're out. We're tired. Peace.
Peace. Bye.